Hello readers, welcome to video 2 of lesson 1. Remember in video 1, you were supposed to write in your journal the definition of a personal narrative, and you were supposed to write the 3 characteristics of a personal narrative in your journal. If you didn't get a chance to do that yet, go ahead and press pause on this video, complete the assignment, and then come back and join me. If you finished your assignment, let's move on. Remember, our primary focus is we will compare personal narratives to other forms of writing. Here are some other forms of writing: an interview, a diary entry, science fiction, a biography, and a movie script. Let's go ahead and compare them to the characteristics of a personal narrative. Remember, a personal narrative tells a true story, is told in first person using the words I and me, and it also is by someone involved in the events described. An interview. Is it a true story? Yeah. Is it told in first person? No, because the reporter is actually writing and taking notes, and he's writing about another person. So if he's writing about someone else, he's using the words he and she. So that doesn't have the characteristics of a personal narrative. A diary entry. Number 1, is it a true story? Yes. Well, when I write about myself, I write about how I had a good day and things about me. So it also is told in first person because I can say I feel tired today or I feel really good today. And is it written by someone involved in the events described? Yes, when I write about my day in my personal diary, it's events about me. Science fiction. Now, science fiction is fiction-based, so I know it's not a true story. It's about imagining things that could happen in the future, or some kind of like scientific technology that may be used in the future, like robots being a part of our society. So it's not told in first person, and I know it's not a good characteristic of a personal narrative, especially because it's fiction. It's not a true story. Biography. A biography is a book written about someone's life, but that person didn't write it. Someone else did. So this book about Martin Luther King, he didn't write it. So it doesn't have the word I in it. Someone else wrote about his life. So does it have the characteristics of a personal narrative? Well, number 1, true story, yeah. But is it told in first person, using the words I and me? No, because Martin Luther King didn't write it. And is it written by someone involved in the events described? Maybe his friend wrote this book. But overall, definitely not a personal narrative. It's not written in first person. Lastly, a movie script. Now, usually a movie writer writes a movie script, and it could be true, and sometimes movies are not true, but not written in first person. So as far as comparing it to a personal narrative, doesn't have a lot of qualities or characteristics of a personal narrative. Let's look at this writing. The genre that we're looking at is a personal narrative. Is it true? Yes. We learned that personal narratives are true. Is it written in first person? Yes. Is the author involved in events described? Yes. Newspaper article. Is it true? Yes, because newspapers are articles that are written about facts. First person, no, because usually a reporter writes things in a newspaper, so it's not written in first person. And then, is the author involved in events described? Maybe, because sometimes a reporter is involved in the events that he or she writes about. Readers, I want you to go ahead and fill out one more box. Choose your genre. You can choose any of the ones over here, or you can make up your own, like poems or novels. Go ahead and write, is it true? If it is, put yes. If not, put no. But if it's in first person or I want you to write if the author involved in events, is the author involved in the events described? So go ahead and draw 4 boxes on your journal right now and fill out the last row of this types of writing genre comparison chart. And when you're done, go ahead and move on to video 3.